Hello everyone and welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. It is Tutorial Tuesday and I am so excited to be here today to stamp with you. My name is Denise Cox and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Trail, British Columbia, Canada. And I come here live every week Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time to share a little creative inspiration with you using my featured product of the week, which this week happens to be the fabulous Warm Welcome stamp set and dies. So these were available, or they are available as an online only right now, but they are going to also be in the upcoming January to April mini catalog. So there's lots of great ideas with these and I had so much fun creating. I have a post to share with you all week long. I've got a great card to share with you today with a little bit of a mashup of some other products. And I've also chosen this as my stamp of the month for December for my stamp of the month club. So I'm just going to refresh my screen on my laptop. Hi Tina, welcome. So that I can catch this video up here so I can see the comments. Because once I flip the camera, of course, I won't be able to see them on my phone. So, a few things going on. Hi, Jody. December 1st, which is Thursday already, is so crazy busy in Stampin' Up world, and it is so exciting. We have a last chance product list. So that is the items that are retiring. Sorry, I just want to grab my catalog from this mini catalog here. So there's a whole bunch of items retiring. A lot of them are on sale. Some of them are deeply, deeply discounted. And that starts on Thursday. There's also going to be a clearance rack refresh. So again, on Thursday. So if you're looking to save some money, maybe get some stocking stuffers or Christmas gifts or treat yourself to some stuff that you've been wanting, Thursday is definitely the day you're going to want to pop on and start shopping. Now, if you're like me and you're a night owl and you don't want to miss out, because that's me, I never want to miss out on anything, I will be up till 11:50, or sorry, we're Pacific time, so it actually starts at 11 p.m. on Wednesday. So I will be up till 11 p.m. just to check it out and see if there's anything that I want to grab. So join me then, or do it first thing in the morning, or do it whenever it works for you, but don't miss out. All right, so I am going to pop on tomorrow morning. So tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm thinking it'll be around 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to walk you through this catalog. I've got everything marked on what's retiring, what the sale price is, what's already sold out. So if you want to grab a coffee and grab a pen and join me on Facebook here around 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're going to go through and you can make your wish list based on what I'm showing you is going to be on sale. Hello from Colorado, Terry. Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, I'm going to walk you through the catalog, show you what's on sale, show you what's retiring. That way you can make your wish list and we can go through it together. So join me back here 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. What else is going on? So my Stamp of the Month registration is open, and I've changed a few things. So starting in December, you can opt in for just a 1 month single kit. You don't have to commit to the 6 months anymore. But if you do, you save $10 on each kit for your 6 months. So it's definitely a bonus to be a member of my club. But if you just want to do it hit and miss once in a while or give it a try, then there's now the option to join just for 1 month. So the 1 month option is $50. Or $55 if I'm mailing it to you anywhere in Canada. And if you're a club member, then each of your 6 months, the fee is $40 or $45 if I'm mailing it to you. So quickly, I'm going to show you guys these awesome cards that we're going to be creating in that stamp club. And again, you're going to get the Warm Welcome stamp set that we're going to use today with the option to add on the coordinating dies. Okay, so once you register, I will send you all the information and give you the option if you want to add those dies on. Okay, should we do some stamping? All right, so I'm gonna flip the camera. If you're one to get seasick or you don't like the motion, then just give your eyes a close for a sec. Hopefully this is gonna be seamless. I'm just gonna flip it around here. Just gonna undo this stand. Ooh, flip the camera. There we go. I'll just tighten it up. Okay. That is so much easier than fighting with my technology time and time again. So this is going to be the new way until I figure out a seamless way to do it otherwise. So here is the card I created the other day using the Warm Welcome bundle, and I mashed it up with the super adorable Count on Me stamp set. I love these guys and I've not gotten to use them enough. So I pulled them out because I thought this would be a really great way to combine the two products. Now, when I sat down to recreate and get everything prepped for tonight, I realized I have to change it up because I don't have enough of this designer series paper. So rather than, go back and start all over from scratch, I decided, no, we're just going to switch it up. So let me just grab what I've used. I'm using the Lovely in Linen designer paper. This is in the annual catalog, and I just love the different patterns in here. It's very different, and it really reminded me of wallpaper. So I've gone ahead and used the two designer series papers together. Here you can see I've done Night of Navy. Tonight we're going to use Evening Evergreen. So here's what I've concocted for tonight. We've got an Evening Evergreen card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored in half at 4 1/4. There's a lot of halves in there. So we're going to just go ahead and we're going to give that a fold, furnish it with our bone folder. And then here's the patterns I've chosen. I like the idea that they coordinate colors, but that it kind of, when it's going to be all assembled, it's going to look like wallpaper and then some type of flooring. That's kind of what I had going on in my mind when I was designing this. So let's go ahead. Now there is some really crazy wild, could be wallpaper. To me, that would look more like a olden style type of flooring. So we're going to go with the more solid colored wallpaper here. Okay. Then I've got a piece here. So this was 4 by 5 1/4. This one here is 1.5 by 4, and I'm just going to put that along the bottom. Just like this. Okay, so now we've got our background. We've got our wallpaper and our flooring. And then we're going to take some crumb cake paper and we're going to create the door. So I've got my Early Espresso ink pad. The movie Up. I still haven't seen that movie, Terry. It's on my list. I'm going to have to watch it. Okay, so we've got our door. We've got it all nice and inked up. The door is to the left. I'm just going to stamp that right in the center. Okay, look how awesome that stamps. I absolutely love this bundle. So I think we're done with the espresso. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the little mini machine here. And I love that this coordinates with the mini. So for this, we're going to need, because it's a die, we need number 1, and then we need 2 number 2s. Now this number 2 is really, really crazy bent. So I've got another one here. We'll use that one instead. So here we go. I've got my door. And what did I do with those dies? Here they are. Okay, so here's those amazing dies, right? We're going to attach this onto here. It lines up beautifully. Now, just so I make sure that it doesn't wobble on me, I'm going to use my Post-it note. And because it's a large die, I think I'm going to put another one up here. Okay, then I'm going to place the other number 2. Where did I put that? Did I not just have 2 right here? Oh, here it is. I know I just had some. Okay, so we'll give this a whirl through. Now, course, I'm always trying to do this so gently on camera, and then it always backfires, so bear with me. All right, there we go. That was a long way about, but there we are. All right. So I'm gonna peel those Post-it notes off. We'll set them aside because we'll need them in a minute. There's the door. I'll put that back over here. And then we pop it out and we've got this cute, cute, cute little door. So what I'm going to do to start is I'm going to place this door right in the center of our card. And I want it overlapping the flooring a little bit, as I call it flooring, right? We're going to overlap that and have it in the center of our wall. So I'm going to put it on with Stampin' Dimensionals. It's a fairly large image, so I do want to put enough on there so it's not going to be saggy in the middle. Okay, so let's go ahead. Like I said, we want it to be over the flooring a little bit. Centered as best as we can with a camera over top. There we go. Okay, so there is our door. Then there's two more things that I want to cut out with the machine. So I'm going to do that right straight away here so we can get this put away and there'll be no more fussing with it. So ahead of time, I did heat emboss the hello, which is part of the warm welcome stamp set. So I've just heat embossed it on Evening Evergreen with white powder. So I'm going to emboss that, or sorry, die cut that using this die here. So I believe this is meant to be like an address label or plaque. So you could put these cute little numbers right here. You can put them and create an address to customize and personalize your card, which I think is just genius. But anyway, we're going to cut that out. And hopefully I'm going to get it on there straight. I forgot that it was a solid when I was preparing. But if it's a little bit crooked, that's okay. Okay, I've got that on there. I'm going to pull in one of these Post-it notes that we used a minute ago. I'm just going to place that on there. All right, hopefully that's going to be straight. If it's not, oh well, that's okay. Now I've got just a plain piece of white, basic white here. And in this die bundle, there's this rectangle, and it is obviously it's a nice rectangle, but it's also the inside of our door. So I'm gonna go ahead out here and I've grabbed the wrong, that's okay, it'll work for this. I've grabbed the wrong plate. I've grabbed the really crooked, no, it won't work because it's too crooked. So I'm going to grab the proper straight one. And I'm just gonna, oh my goodness. This isn't working. I should have done one at a time. We would have been done by now. All right, so we'll just run this through. All right. Okay, so there's our white piece for the door. And here's hopefully going to be our straight hello label. Oh, yes, it didn't come out too badly. It's a little to the bottom, but that's okay. I'm happy with that. So we'll put this machine away for now. We're going to need this again. But so now what we've got is this rectangle, which fits beautifully right there. So now we can create our scene or our image on the inside of the door looking out. So the way I'm designing this, we're on the inside of the house looking out. Okay, so we'll just place these off to the side for a minute. So what we're going to use this cute little bear, and we're going to use the penguin. We're going to use some blades of grass. So all of these are going to get stamped. I am going to do some coloring with my stamping blends. So I'm going to use Memento. I don't want to get confused on that one at this second right now. So I'm going to stamp this bear. Now there are no dies for the Count on Me stamp set, but he's really easy to fussy cut, so I'm not too worried. So there's our bear. Now our penguin is on our door. So he's floating in to say hello. So we're gonna have this stamped on our, just like, oh my goodness, he is so cute. Okay, then we've got our blades of grass. So I'm just gonna kind of Oh, my puppy is whining. My husband just got home, and so he's whining. He hears him upstairs. Okay, so there's our scenery, and here's our bear. So let's do a little bit of fun coloring. We'll start with the bear, and we're going to use soft suede. And we're just going to give this a really quick color. So when I use my blends, I always start with the dark first, and I kind of do a quick outline where I want it shaded. Most often I go along the lines that Stampin' Up! Has provided us when they designed the stamp sets. Usually that's a pretty good place to start. So we'll just go around like this. Okay, that's that. And then we'll take our light. We'll just give it some color. Now, for some reason with soft suede, I never am happy with it just after one pass. So I'm going to color it once with the light. And I can tell my light marker here is running out of juice. It's getting a little bit harder to color with. So now I'm going to go over a second time, and you can see how much that just blends it that much more. And it's not necessary that you have to go over it the whole thing, because as you can see, it's darker, so it in itself creates a bit of shading too. So I'm just going to blend that last line in here. Leave a little bit lighter there on his back end. Make it look like it's highlighted, and we're going to call him done. We'll use Real Red and just pop in some color here on this heart. Love this. Such a cute card. This would be for Valentine's Day, an anniversary. Be lovely. Or just a hello. And then I'm just going to use the light basic black to color in his nose here. I feel like Linus, our puppy, is coming to say hello. All right, so we'll cut him out in a minute. Now we're going to use basic black for our penguin. And I feel like, here's the dark one. The basic black is really black, obviously. And so sometimes I don't like to use it because it hides the lines of the stamp. But I think it'll be okay for this one. I'm trying to remember what I did on that first card the other day, but I don't recall. Okay, so we'll just give it a little bit. These are pretty small areas, so sometimes it's a little bit hard to outline the entire thing. So I just use, a little bit here and there. So we'll do this. Oh my goodness, he is just absolutely adorable. All right, so there's our black. We're done with the brown. I'm gonna use pumpkin pie to give a bit of color down here on his feet and his beak. And then I'll just shade that in with the lighter. Okay, now we're gonna coordinate his balloon with the heart that the bear is holding. So we're gonna use Real Red. And just color that in. Now remember, if you use your blends, there is the color lifter. So if you wanted to make a little bit of more of a white spot there, then that's all you have to do. You see how that worked? It just sort of pulled, I'll pull that up a little closer to the camera. You can see how it just pulled the ink away, so it gives it that little bit of a highlight. All right, so now I have my Old Olive light, and I'm just gonna color this in. The blends are amazing for this kind of coloring because it leaves no lines. If you were to do this with your Stampin' Write markers, you would end up with lines, like streaks. So there's our grass, and then I'm using my light Pool Party. And again, this one seems to be running out of juice. So bear with me. Normally your blends shouldn't make that that noise that mine are making right now. But these two that I've chosen to use are running out of juice. And because it's running out of juice, you are able to see a bit of the lines, but on the sky, it kind of looks cool. It looks like it's got some clouds kind of lingering. All right, so there he is. So now what we'll do is we'll attach him, our doorway, inside of our door. Just like this. And it lines up pretty tight, so there's going to be a slight little border of crumb cake. If I can just get that slid over there. How cute is that? Just flying by just to say hello. Okay, so now let's quickly cut this guy out. And I did grab my scissors right here. He's going to be really easy just to trim around. Bear with me as I cut this out. Leave me any comments. Let me know what you think of this mashup of these two products. Like I said, the warm welcome just lends itself to so many possibilities with that beautiful door image. It's absolutely gorgeous. You could just do so much with it. And I was trying to think of what I could pair it with that could look like it was looking in the door. And the first one that came to my mind was this cute little bear. And the rest just kind of fell into place when that penguin just was so adorable. Okay, now I am trying to keep somewhat of an even border of the white, but it's not really working out so well, so that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to snip that off there. All right, so here is our bear. We are going to put him on just like that, like he's answering the door to see this cute little penguin go by. So let's put some dimensionals on that guy. Fingers aren't working so good. It's so freezing cold. And my hands are just, I can't quite, oh, we want to be able to see that cute doorknob. I don't want to hide that. So cute. Okay, so there he is. Now we're going to put our little hello label on here. So I'm going to stick one, let me make sure I'm doing it on the right side. So one dimensional behind the H, and then I'm going to double up these dimensionals. So pull that one off. Stick another one right directly on top so that when I layer it on here, it's going to be nice and flat. I don't like the sag bits on the big images, and I don't like when my dies don't lay flat. So there we have it in Evening Evergreen and Night of Navy. Oh, one last thing. I like to do a little bit of extra in my inside. So just because had a piece of this. So this is just a 3/4 inch strip by 4 to go along a 4 by 5 1/4 basic white paper. And we're just going to pop that on the inside so it all coordinates nicely. And of course, we could always do some more stamping and coloring on the inside, which I probably will do before I put these in the mail to whoever's going to get them. But for now, that just really ties the inside to the outside. So there's the two cards. One, my original that I did in the Night of Navy, and the one we did tonight in Evening Evergreen. So leave me a comment in the comments below. Let me know, are you liking the Night of Navy or the Evening Evergreen more? I'm curious to know, because honestly, looking at them, I can't really decide. I do a little bit like the lightness down here, but I would love to know what you guys watching think. So leave me a comment and I will come back and look at them. In the meantime, I am going to flip this camera back. So give me a minute here while I flip this back. My clock is completely wrong. There we go. Okay, there we are. Hello. So Jody likes them both. Okay, awesome. I think they're adorable, and I really love the Count on Me stamp set. It's in the annual catalog, and it pairs so nicely with this beautiful door. So that's what I have to share with you tonight. I will be posting this video replay onto my YouTube channel, so you can always go back and watch if you want to create this along with me. You can stop and pause, rewind, fast forward, whatever you need to do in that video. So that's great. And it'll be on my blog post tomorrow too. So you can get all of the supplies I've used will be listed there, along with the link to the YouTube channel and some pictures, of course. So I really appreciate that you guys came by today, spent the last half an hour or so with me. I love stamping with you every week. And I'm looking at the comments and everybody seems to like both. Oh, I like both, but Night of Navy, but Evening Evergreen, both are great. I know, they are. They're both great. They're very great colors. They're nice and rich. So it's hard for me to choose as well. Anyway, thank you guys so much. If you have any questions about all the things that are going out, happening on Thursday, please message me and let me know. And if you want to do a walkthrough with me tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time, I will be going through page by page and letting you know what's staying, what's retiring, what's on sale. Have your pen ready to make those wish lists, and I will see you then. Good night. Have a fabulous evening. Cheers, everyone.